What is going on, everybody? Carter here with Edge Mindset, coming at you on a beautiful Saturday chill morning. I got my coffee in me. I've done a few things around the house. Now I am ready to rock and roll with some knife content. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, and commenting and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Keeps me going. It's the only thing that keeps me going on this channel, because let's be honest, there ain't no money here, so I'm doing it for the riz. I'm doing it for the clout, whatever you want to say. So I appreciate you all. Now, what are we doing today? We're taking apart this Traktor knife from CKF. This thing has, I feature a lot of crazy knives on my channels. And by channels, I mean IG, TikTok, and here on YouTube. And this one has been the one that's garnered the most amount of attention, and mostly bad, but some good as well. But yeah, a lot of bad, a lot of hate. And I'm just sitting here like, man, I think I've featured crazier knives than this. And I've certainly featured crazier knives from lesser known companies than this before. I mean, CKF is a pretty reasonably known knife company. But man, it's blown people's minds. So in that vein, I decided I'll make some more content with it. So let's switch out this Backspacer, right? So this came with an alternate Backspacer. I think it goes like this. Alternate Backspacer, really the only difference is same material, right? It's the patinaed copper. Only difference is instead of a gap right here, it's got a little bridge section. Now first, very interesting move from them to supply this, because my first thought was this is a good amount of work for something so inconsequential. It's really not that different. You just don't have a hole. You have this little bridge section. And of all the things that they supplied alternate versions of, just interesting that this is the one that they did. But, so originally I didn't really have a desire to swap this out. I'm like, I don't care. This one's fine. This is how it came. So maybe this is how the designer intended it to be for the most part. But I figured it'd be kind of fun to take this thing apart anyways, see what's going on inside. Not that I expect too much surprises inside here, but I think what will be interesting to a lot of people is probably just how uninteresting it is inside. Because I mentioned this in my unboxing video, how I felt like the designer of this knife did a lot of obfuscation on making it seem more bizarre than it really was, right? Like all of these crazy design things going on kind of to hide the fact that at the end of the day, it's just a titanium frame lock with some inlays. Yes, there's more inlays than you would probably, well, not really. There's one inlay on the front, one on the back. See, I just proved my own point. Even I thought the inlay situation was crazier than it is. It's really fundamentally not that weird of a knife from like a construction parts standpoint, right? It's just all the design flourishes going on. This only uses giant screw heads. The main fixtures here are using, what is it? It is using a T20 on almost all the main screws. The inlays are T8s, I believe. But all of these main body screws, the pivot screw, are all T20s. So nice and big in case that's something you like. Let's get those off of there. I really think this video is going to be pretty lackluster in terms of surprises. Okay, what do we got going on here? As I say that, woo. Okay, so we got a post system, which is fine. It is going to make it a little, not tricky, but a little annoying to get back together in some ways. There we go. So nice and fit together. Not crazy, though. I didn't really have to pry this thing apart or anything. Oh, there it is. I was like, where are the steel washers? Stuck over here. So we got those. What do we got going on? Look at all this milling. Look at all these holes. It's even got lightning holes inside here with these. It's actually surprising it's as heavy as it is, because look at all of this lightning. Like, it is, looking at the back of the scale here, this looks like super skeletonized. Look at the cool kind of unpolished, I don't know, that looks nice. I like that ZircuTi on the back there. That is really cool, because you really just see the Zirc. That's what this dark is. That's the Zirc. And then the titanium is just kind of like a yellow. So I think I actually like this better than the fully anodized version, but I don't know. It's just me. So we can take these chunkers off. All it is just 2 separate pieces, and it's sitting on top of these posts right here. Here's the post system. So it's good because screws aren't going into titanium, but it's not good because it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get, not a pain, but it's going to be a little bit of a thing to kind of get it back together. Okay, let's take a look at the blade here. Oh, that's right. Okay. Woo, thanks for reminding me. I heard the collective. Dude, be careful with those. So these look like normal ball bearing races, and I mean, they are, but these balls are not super secure in here. I mean, they're quasi secure, but they will fall out, these ceramic balls there. So you got to be careful with these. Like if you actually fully remove these, you just got to be very gentle. You got to keep your eye open because these balls will fall out. I've had it happen to me before on other CKF knives. So I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave them. I don't know. I almost wish this was alive so I could get people's opinions, because is there a need to see any more? I mean, it's just your standard bearings with steel protectors on the tie, like nothing too crazy going on here. I will say I do not like, or I do not love the way CKF does their detent balls like this. I really wish it was in this steel insert so that you had a replacement, because, you know, to me, that's a weak point, that ball right there. If that ball cracks, if it falls out, if it gets pressed in too far, you know, you're not completely screwed. Like, there's ways to fix it, but it's not easy. It'd be much better if they put it in the steel insert so that all you had to do is just swap out for the spare steel insert. Maybe I won't even like this new Backspacer. So this is it D-ringed? Interesting. Nothing's keeping this from spinning? How can that be? Oh, sorry, am I off camera here? Am I tripping? Is this just free spinning? That's not cool. That's not cool. I don't like that. Unless maybe I'm just not seeing something. The collar here is shaped so that it won't spin, but the actual post seems like it totally would. So, interesting. Okay, so put this in. Sorry if I'm off camera here. I'm trying to the thing with these posts is they want to fall out. As you can see, they all want to fall out. Oh, son of a bitch. They all want to fall out, and so you got to find a way to get them in without them falling out. Yeah, no, that's genius, right? Fall in, and then you want to go, wha! Did that work? I think I got the inlay thing going on there. So let's slide this up so you guys can see. This one goes, son of a bitch, which way does this go? I think it goes this way. So then this would go on here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you dirty. You dirty son of a bitch. That's... Okay, we're getting close. I might have to flip this around again. These are pretty tight. Woo! Woo! Sorry. Sorry, girl. Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, wow. Let's check that out. Look at the size of this stop pin. Oh, my God. That thing is huge. That is a monster stop pin. Okay, so we got that. Now we got to put the blade on like that. And we're going to put the washer on. Okay, now we got to do the classic assess what's going on here. Everything good? Everything seems good. Put that on. See? It's really not... it's not that crazy inside. That's kind of interesting. See how it, oh man, I'm probably so off frame. Sorry guys. See how it's wide right there and then narrow on this little nub right there. Fits, keys in perfectly. Like I said, that keys in perfectly. But it doesn't look like there's anything that keeps that post from spinning. So, you know, it's probably fine as long as you don't do Loctite. I wouldn't suggest doing Loctite on here because I don't know if you would, oh geez. I don't know if you would ever be able to get that out. The main point is I actually really like this change in the backspacer. I like this extra piece poking out right here. It's got like a double lanyard hole or something going on. Weirdly, when I saw this, I didn't think this is how it was going to look. I thought this was going to remain flush with this and it would just have that piece right there. Now, I'm always worried when I do stuff like this that maybe that blade's going to start hitting now. That would suck, but nope, it's all good. I like that more. I like that more. It just adds a little bit more wildness to the design. What do you guys think? I know it's a subtle change, but it adds more copper to kind of the profile view, whereas the old setup, you would only see the backspacer if you were literally looking at the back of the knife. So it's kind of cool how it peeks out. I think it looks better. All right, guys. I got to edit the crap out of this video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Catch you on the next video.